So here we have a classic algebra problem that looks simple but has a little trap waiting for us. And the equation is x cubed plus x squared, all divided by x, is equal to 2. And we are going to walk through this step by step to find every possible value for x. But before we get started, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because your support really helps me keep these math lessons coming. Now, let us focus on this expression x cubed plus x squared over x equals 2. And right away, you see that we are dealing with a fraction on the left side. And typically, in algebra, we want to flatten things out as fast as possible. So our first move is to get rid of that x in the denominator. To do that, we just take that x, which is dividing on the left, and we swing it over to the right side where it becomes multiplication. So the equation transforms into x cubed plus x squared is equal to 2 times x, which is just 2x. This looks much better already, but to actually solve it, we need to get everything on one side of the equal sign, so we can set it to 0. So let us grab that 2x on the right and move it over to the left, and do not forget that the sign flips when we cross the border, so it becomes minus 2x. Now we're looking at x cubed plus x squared minus 2x equals 0. And if you pause for a second and scan the terms, you'll notice something important, which is that every single term here has an x in it. That is a clear signal that we can factor out an x from the whole group. So we pull that x out front and see what remains inside the parentheses. From x cubed, we have x squared left. From x squared, we have a positive x left. And from minus 2x, we are left with just minus 2. And all of that is equal to 0. This is great because now we have broken the problem down into two pieces, the x on the outside and the quadratic equation on the inside, which is x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. Since they multiply to make 0, we can split this into two separate paths to find our answers. The first path is super easy because we just set the outside factor to 0, giving us x equals 0 as our first potential solution.
For the second path, we need to solve x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. And honestly, we do not even need the quadratic formula for this one because it factors really cleanly. We just need two numbers that multiply to negative 2 and add up to positive 1. Those numbers have to be positive 2 and negative 1 because 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 and 2 minus 1 is positive 1. So we can rewrite the quadratic as x plus 2 times x minus 1 equals 0. From here, it is smooth sailing because if x plus 2 is 0, then x must be negative 2. And if x minus 1 is 0, then x must be positive 1. So we have collected three potential answers, which are 0, negative 2, and positive 1. But hold on, do not close the video yet, because this is the moment where we have to be careful and verify our work against the original problem we started with. Remember that we started with a fraction that had x in the denominator, and that is a restriction we cannot ignore. Let us check x equals negative 2 first. So, if we plug that in, we get negative 2 cubed plus negative 2 squared all over negative 2. Negative 2 cubed is negative 8, and negative 2 squared is positive 4, so negative 8 plus 4 is negative 4, and negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. That matches our right side perfectly, so negative 2 is a solid answer. Next, let us test x equals 1. If we plug in 1, we get 1 cubed plus 1 squared over 1. Which simplifies to 1 plus 1 over 1, giving us 2 over 1, which is just 2. Since that also matches the right side, x equals 1 is definitely correct. Now for the tricky one. Let us test x equals 0. If we try to plug 0 into the original equation, we get 0 cubed plus 0 squared all over 0, which leaves us with 0 divided by 0. In the world of math, dividing by 0 is a major violation and creates an undefined or indeterminate result, which means the equation breaks down at this point. Because of this, we have to label x equals 0 as an extraneous root, which basically means it is a false solution that does not actually work. So we throw that one out. That leaves us with our final official solution set of x equals 1 and x equals -2. I really hope this explanation cleared things up for you and helped you spot those extraneous roots. If you have any questions or maybe a different way you solved it, please drop a comment below. I read all of them. And do not forget to like and subscribe for more math fun. Thanks for watching.